Okay. Um, well, if you made it through the starting soon screen and you've landed here, this is my attempt at a solo ship game in Starsector. It's pretty difficult. I think it will be. I think it'll be fun. If you've hopped on the channel, you've definitely seen a lot of solo Iron Man playing Kenshi. So it's kind of a thing. I like to take hard games and try my best to make them harder. Starfleet's an extremely difficult game, in my experience anyways. And I've decided, after watching hours and hours of The Expanse lately, that I am going to attempt a solo frigate playthrough. Now, I did write down in the description, I'm probably going to have to use some other ships. I think, you know, for instance, I found an orbital habitat over here. I don't have any cargo space in my frigate for this. So that's not going to be... It's not an ideal situation. I can't carry machinery and food because you need machinery to do stuff like activate an enemy sensor array to get the sensor bonus while you're in the system. I have lots of fuel. I don't have a lot of supplies, and I think 1 fuel. Okay. Well, I might almost starve on the way home, but here we go. Check out where we have to get to here. I'm gonna go to the nearest system that I can that's inhabited. Hopefully I don't run out of fuel. Or get hit by a storm too many times, because that uses a ton of your supplies up. If you look down the bottom left, I've got 208,000 credits. So I think I started this game yesterday. All I've done is I flew one mission in a shuttle, which I got from a dockside bar, which is where I'm going to get a lot of the missions that I plan on using to earn enough money to try and colonize a planet. Right now, we are just avoiding these hyperspace storm clouds. If you've never played Starsector and you hit these storm clouds, what it's going to do is actually damage your ships and throw you pretty far. They can be useful when running away from enemies, so that's a thing. But mostly they just beat up your ships, which is going to cost you a lot more supplies to repair. Head to Cibola Station to see if I can pick up any other missions from the dockside bar. Disappointed by commodity traders. I think this is 500 units of food. So here's an example of things a frigate cannot do. There's no way I could stick 500 units of food into the cargo hold. Now bounties is interesting. More manageable target. So this guy's supposed to have 1, 2, 3 ships. I'm gonna try and actually take this bounty. Everybody needs to know though that I am a terrible... I do not control ships in Starsector very well. So this could be a pretty embarrassing attempt at a bounty. First, I actually need to change the armaments on the frigate. And every chance I get, I'm buying mod specs. Mod specs give you access to more and more hull mods, which I will show you in just a second. I think I'm going to actually lower the amount of crew that I have down to 20. Make the food, stretch the food out a little bit more. Leave us with 22 spaces in the cargo hold. I may have to put bigger fuel tanks on it as well. So that's going to cost, it's going to cost story points, and then I have to hope I don't lose the ship. Story points aren't going to be easy to come by in a solo playthrough. So I'm going to go to refit here. Right now, again, I was saying I'm super influenced by the Expanse for this vessel. So it's a frigate. What have I called it? Umbreferous. The Umbreferous. Look that one up if you're bored. And so we've got Flux Distributor, Flux Coil Adjunct. So these are the hull mods. And now this is the list of hull mods that I have access to. So because the way that Wolf class frigates perform in Starsector is they generate a lot of flux, which can drop their shields and leave them pretty vulnerable to attack and their weapons, not being able to fire their weapons. So what I've done is put as much kind of to get rid of the flux as I can. But what I think I'm going to have to do is make some adjustments. I've kind of gone for a big alpha strike here. So this is Sabo SRM rounds. Fires a second stage spread, a high velocity kinetic penetrator. So if you don't know what the term alpha means, it's first time I heard it was playing Mech Warrior online and Battletech, which is another Mech Warrior game, and it's all about your opening strike. Actually, I lied. I think the first time I heard it was in EVE Online. But it's your opening strike. So not your damage per second, but your alpha strike is how much damage you can do right away, right off the bat. That's what I was going for here with the missile launchers, but I think what I'm going to do is drop one of these, and I need to add a lot more PDs, point defense turrets. So I'm actually going to strip it right down and start from the point defense. So 1 PD laser, 2 PD laser. Accuracy, perfect. Turn rate, excellent. Range, 400. So hopefully these are also going to be used against the enemies a lot. And if you've seen Expanse, the Rocinante is loaded with point defense turrets. Every time that thing gets in a fight, there's 9 or 12 PDs on the side. So now, I think the Rocinante has a railgun for some reason. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to mimic that completely. But for ordnance points here, because I just stacked so many PDs on, I think I'm going to go... Nah, you know what? Let's go with the heavy blaster. We need something close to a railgun. I mean, it makes the ship look ridiculous. Look at this thing. And the Rocinante did have missiles. So I'm going to stick with these Sabo SRM missiles. High velocity kinetic penetrators. Their range is 1200. What else? What do we have here? The heavy blasters range is 600 and the PDs are 400. So in close is going to be PDs and heavy blaster. And then we're going to have 1 rack of missiles on the side because we need to start filling up capacitors and vents. Now, I'm probably going to start dropping capacitors in a sec just to make room because I need at least 2 hull mods. I think I mentioned that I need expanded fuel bays. Do I even have those? Efficiency overhaul. That seems very Rocinante-ish. Reduces supply use for maintenance, fuel use, and minimum crew required by 20%. The per day supply consumption for CR recovery is increased to account for the increased recovery rate, but the total supply cost remains the same. Nice. So I do not have larger fuel tanks. Oh, auxiliary fuel tanks. There it is right there. Okay, so we're gonna drop more cap. Flux dissipation is going to be important. So this is where I'm talking about. We're gonna need to build in a lot of mods onto this frigate, onto the Umbriferous here. Oh, by the way, the Umbriferous is captained by Hanover Ulysses. Combat-related skills? None. And I will show what I did here. I picked this guy up, so I'm gonna dismiss him because he's expensive. Really good commander, though. Awesome commander. I think that's the highest level commander I've ever just found out in the wild. But I wish I could learn a bit about my character. Here we go. Navigation. This is the very first skill I took, and it's a survival skill I think is absolutely imperative if you're playing a solo. It allows you to transverse jump, which means you can exit a system anywhere into hyperspace. So it's extremely beneficial, especially if you're running covert missions and you have to run away. All right, now that we have refitted the ship, this is not going to be as good as I did have it before in combat, I don't think. Hard to say until we test it out. The lack of capacitors here hurts my heart, but I think vents are more important. Run simulation? Can I test this thing out? I've played this game a lot and did not know this existed. So what are we gonna try here? Let's 1, 2. I saw a shuttle. I saw a shuttle before. I honestly had no idea you could do this. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is this allies? Just me. Opponent. Okay, okay. Opponents. We're good here. So I think I saw one of these. A lasher. Maybe another overdriven frigate. Okay. Maybe saw 2 lashers and a shuttle. I don't see a shuttle as an option here. So maybe I'll toss a combat freighter into the mix, or a close support frigate. Let's try that. Okay. Okay. All right. So again, I'm pretty terrible with ship combat, and I didn't group my weapons. My PDs are on auto fire though. And how do I make this guy my target? Set as target. You see him. Right now I'm on Sabo SRMs. Gonna have to turn it. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Oh! That answers that question. Run it again. Wait. End simulation. I'm just floating through space. Okay. All right, round 2. This is apparently a terrible build. Lots of PD though. Okay, let's work our way up. Let's try 1. Let's get to know the ship a little bit. We've got our engine and phase skimming. Oh, okay, I forgot that was a thing. Oh! Oh! I'm so weak. Okay, we need to do something about that. The Wolf frigate alone, not amazing. I have an idea. Okay, open market. Terrible, terrible choices here. We don't necessarily care what kind of frigate we have, right? It just needs to be a frigate. Although the Wolf frigate does look the closest to the Rocinante. I'm going to run with this loadout for the time being. See if I can pick up any other missions besides that bounty. Ideally here we end up making enough credits as a solo frigate, and I'm thinking I'm going to do that largely through running missions and work my way up to being able to colonize a planet. I think at that point I'll actually have to swap into a larger ship briefly in order to colonize the planet, but then after that it's kind of free reign, trying out various solo ships or continuing to run a frigate and see how far I can get with that. Walk over to the shadowy booth to join the woman with the perfect posture. So in bars, you're going to find a lot of missions like this. Captain Hanover Ulysses. She says, you're known in my organization as a capable and discreet operative. Okay. I'm authorized to propose a simple mission for you to carry out. Payment will consist of 38,000 credits on completion. Blah, blah, blah. Enter standard orbit of Port C franchise station in the Myosura system. Deploy a spy satellite. I can do spy satellites. Join the high-ranking officer for a word. Stratcom requires an irregular force to disrupt. So this is something I'd like to consider, but the frigate doesn't have enough crew space for it. A lot of these are dropping Marines. These missions are dropping Marines, but again, the frigate doesn't have enough space for it. So that's going to be another hurdle I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to overcome playing with one ship. Join the table of tattooed roughs. See, this would be perfect. These guys are probably an experienced Marine unit. And they're inexpensive, and they'd be perfect for that that mission where I'd have to move them to a station and drop them there to attack it. Okay, unfortunate, no good missions there, but we might get some better mod specs while we're in town. Converted. Ooh, do I have that one? Do I know that one? I think it tells you if you know it, right? It's gotta. Get some fuel while we're here. So I put in auxiliary fuel bays, and that is actually seems to be a great idea. I only need 12 crew. We're gonna go right down to the bare minimum. I'm making a lot of concessions here. If I go down to 12 crew, it's 0.1 food per day. So I could probably even ditch quite a few supplies here. If it's 0.1 and it's out of 10, barring the requirement for repairs, that should be 100 days worth of food, right? Ship maintenance 0.13. Okay, that's not bad. Maybe I'll take 13, and that guarantees us kind of 100 days of normal use. Frees up quite a bit of cargo as well. So maybe I can run a Wait, did I just hit escape? Kill me now. I don't remember needing to sell these weapons. Did I somehow just hit a combination of keys where I not only canceled my purchase but stripped my ship and almost just sold all the weapons? That's kind of what it looks like. Sabo SRM. Get rid of my crew again. Get as much fuel as I can. Go down to 13 food. Okay. Confirm. Let's check to make sure my ship has not been stripped. I think I have to ditch this heavy blaster. It's not doing me any favors. It was terrible in the fight. I'm gonna replace it with pulse laser that frees up 2 points. What can I do with 2 points? Caps. And weapon groups. I'm actually okay with that. If weapon group 3, yeah, linked. Weapon group 2. What's it linked to? Flux generated. Okay. I kind of want to put the Sabo with the pulse laser. It's got 50 rounds. I think that's what I'll do. Yep. Dextros, how's it going? Starsector is back. XCOM War of the Chosen. That's one of my favorite games. I don't know about you, but I think I spend 98% of that game imagining awesome backstories and making squads and designing them, making each character individual. It's a difficult game, especially when you go Iron Man. You work very hard on this guy or that guy, and then they're gone. Ugh. Especially if it's something ridiculous, because sometimes you can have 98% chance to destroy and then end up missing. I'm gonna go to Asconia to the Syndrians. They usually have pretty good missions. As well, kind of like the title says, it's a Hegemony frigate. So I've signed on a military commission with the Hegemony to get and the reason is because on the solo game, making money is going to be the difficult task. So that kind of monthly salary is what's valuable. Activating this jump point, blah, blah, blah. Enemies. Hostile, possibly a threat. Okay, so this is where transverse jump comes into effect. It's the reason I took it before I took solo combat skills. I'm going to use transverse jump away from the gravity well. Then I'm going to turn off my transponder. Oh, they're coming. Okay. Should we try it? It's one ship with horrid D-mods. I don't think I should try it. I'm going to lose my ship. Yeah, I'm doing it. You know what? I'm not going to lose my ship. I'm going to put it on autopilot and see how he does it. Oh, it's a Ludic Path fleet. Submit. Cut the comm link. Maneuvers to prevent you from disengaging easily. Move into engage. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let this happen. Let's see what the big man does. And by the big man, I mean the AI. Okay, sling those. See, right now, I would already burn the missiles. Whoa, a lot of flux generated in that little trade. Get out of the way. No. I think I could have done better. I actually think I could have done better. Although it was a good learning experience. So this is interesting though. It's going to start me back with 2 ships, I think. Yeah, it's gonna start me back. Oh, that's funny. Sphinx. Eventide. Make our way there. See if we can find ourselves another frigate and rearm it. I think what I'm gonna do is solo pilot every fight until I'm better at it. That's the only way. Have all that. You can have that. Can't sell my last ship. So what do we have here for frigates? Centurion heavy frigate. What are we talking about here? Abundance of hybrid weapon slots and an integrated damper field that allows it to shrug off the fearsome firepower it is sure to face in combat. Now this could be that damper field. Okay, 6 small hybrid, 1 small missile. This actually, while it doesn't look like it, its stats seem to be, its kind of build seems to be more akin to the Rocinante. A ton of little turrets, small energy, and then a missile rack. Well, last year, I think I'm going to try the Centurion. Okay, the HSS Aurochs. Wasn't that the name of that? That was the name of a cow in some MMO. What should we call this one? I really enjoyed the names from the Expanse, like the Somnambulist. Okay, so small missile hardpoint. Those Sabo SRM rounds says anti-shield. They kind of seemed okay. I chose them because I thought I chose them because they had more ammo. Apparently not. But damage and EMP damage. No flux, limited ammo too. Submunition hits on hull or armor have a 25% chance to arc to weapons and engines, dealing 200 EMP damage. Sabo SRM double versus Sabo SRM. Maybe just double because there's only 2 as opposed to 3? Weird. Torpedoes, hammer MRN, hammer. Yeah, I'll just go with one of those. Again. Now small hybrid turret. See, this is even better. Now we've got light machine guns. Light mortar? That sounds pretty slick. The range is terrible. 1 available, 5 available. Maybe we'll go with the light machine guns. And if this thing can slug, like it says it can in its description, then maybe I can just pull up really close and deal sweet, sweet justice. 10 caps, 10 vents, 8 caps. I'm gonna go to, let's see if we can stay in safety overrides. Is one of my favorite hull mods, but I don't think it's the right one for a solo play. Auxiliary fuel tanks, step 1. Efficiency overhaul, step 2. Oh, 3 less caps. That's a lot of capacitance that I'm losing. Increase the ship's hull integrity by 40%. That one's awesome. And I don't think I can go without that one. Now, auxiliary thrusters. I like the thought of auxiliary thrusters, but frigates are fairly maneuverable. I'm just going to leave it at that. 10 caps, 10 vents, fuel tanks, efficiency overhaul, reinforced bulkheads, because I don't know, I imagine inevitably they're going to get into the hull. And it's going to take poor Hanover Ulysses here a lot of time to get his levels. Vivid. How's it going? Shields. Period. Talk to me about shields. What do I need to do here? My shield arc is terrible. My shield flux per second is awful. I don't even know if I have the mod spec that's going to grant me any better shields. That's a really cool mod that I don't think I've ever seen before. Oh, I have to get rid of this other. Oh no, he's gone. He's gone. Oh, I don't have anybody on the ship. What am I doing? Where did it go? Where? Stop it. No crew, no supplies, nothing. I was just flying that bad boy on my own. So now if I go back to refit here, I've got efficiency overhaul and it still says I need 50 crew. That's nuts. Wonder if I could put a bunch of, oh, I only need 24. I wonder if I could put a bunch of Marines on here too then. Or full fuel. Oh wow, the supply consumption is much higher. I actually can't believe that. I don't know if that's sustainable compared to the Wolf frigate. Vivid, you need to improve it ASAP. It's the only way for the survival of the ship. Shields, okay. I'm gonna keep my eye out for the mod specs that I need. Surveying equipment is a good one. Get out on a survey ship at some point. Okay, 0.1 per day. That makes more sense. Let's get rid of some of this. I need to throw some machinery on here. Maybe not that much machinery. Really, I just need to be able to interact with sensor arrays. Ooh, I didn't even check if there were any crazy missions here. Dockside. See what kind of trouble you can get into with the underworld boss. As you approach, one of the cyber-modded thugs steps in your way. A big metal smile at finally having a challenger to beat down. One of your bodyguards, subtly shadowing you just for such an occasion, steps up. Yours has better odds in training. There's the brash scars of black market mod infections and a fatal desire to prove they can't be faced down. From the booth, a soft clapping begins. A good show, very well done. Though I adore blood sport, I've only touched my first drink. Then to the thug, you stand down, and you, Captain, join me. Burra Europa loves talking about herself and is quite content to do so without input from another party, be they one of the attendant thugs or yourself. The conversation, such as it is, eventually comes around to the standoff between your respective bodyguards. I see you run a tight operation, Captain. Yada yada yada. Second glass sits before you, politely sipped and otherwise ignored. Good guards, admirably professional, well paid. I could use some of that. Most freebooters, brigands, and pirates, if you like, they're sloppy, they make a mess. What does she need me to do? Ground game. Here it is again, the Marines. I bet she need Marines? You need about 150 Marines, yeah. See? That's going to be one of the shortcomings of this solo, is that I won't be able to do any of those Marine drops. Concerned man. 20 units organics. Need to urgently be delivered to port, which has my star system. I mean, I could definitely do that. So that's 20 units of organics in my Asura. I think I've got them in my hold. I'll double check. And let's see what the shady woman with the off-brand... What does it say? Off-brand data pad. Curves are you there, Captain? Yes, you know an honest face when you see one. Blah, blah, blah. You help me move 100 units of luxury goods to Asher. I would like to take that offer, and I would like to have expanded cargo hold, but I don't. So I do have the 20 units of organics. That puts me over by a little. Well, let's ditch 5 units of food. Could have sold it probably, but eh. And see where our mission's taking us here. So we do have a bounty, and up in my Asura, Oh, perfect. I have a delivery and a spy sat deployment to do in Mayasura. This is where those transverse jumps come in handy. Just getting in and out of systems more efficiently. When you're in hyperspace, especially if you're in a faction and not exactly tracking which factions you're at war with, always turn off your transponder. So you can fly through the hyperspace storm clouds. If you've never played the game, you can fly through them, but you have to avoid them when they start getting light. If you see them start to get bright, here, we'll watch this for a second. I'll slow down time. This cloud here, if we just sit here for a few seconds, a storm is going to start in here. As the clouds get brighter, the more likely there is to be a storm starting inside of them. And that is a sensor glitch, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I definitely got this wrong, but you'll see what I mean. It's fairly easy to avoid them if you're not going a million miles an hour. Hostile. Okay. So, Tritachyon people, not super pleased with me. I can go there. This isn't great. Especially considering I'm right beside their space station. They're hot. Not only are they hostile, but I'm also here to try and plant a spy sat there. So I'm gonna have to turn off my transponder and emergency burn. I wonder if I can get into an asteroid belt. Oh, whoa. They are coming in hot. I wonder if they're faster than me. Oh! That asteroid really slowed me down. The Takshaka. An orbital zone abundant with asteroids. Chance of asteroid impacts, blah, blah, blah. Reduces the range at which stationary or slow-moving fleets inside can be detected by 75%. Alright, I gotta zoom in here. And gonna go dark to really throw off their senses while I hide in the Takshaka. The Tack Shack, as it's known by some. You know what I might do because I have the machinery? I'm gonna take over this relay. Nothing to see here. Hold on, we missed something important. Oh my goodness, what was the name of my last ship? I think it was umbrification. That's probably absolutely not it, but that's what it's going to be for right now. Install a comm sniffer. If I take control of the relay, then the Tachyon, the Tritachyon are going to go ballistic. I'm pretty sure it's theirs. Is it theirs? Yeah, it's theirs. I'm doing it. So they're going to try and show up to it here and retake it. I could dock with the pirates. He's looking for me. Avoiding Lost Astropolis, actually. And they're fighting. I mean, this to me seems almost like a pretty good time to go drop my spy satellite. Oh, it is time to drop the spy satellite for sure. They're fighting pirates. I think I can stay. Oh, it's so close to the asteroid belt. That's where I need to drop the goods too? That's not good. Go. I heard a ship. I heard a ship somewhere over here. Oh, it's a mercenary patrol. Not for me. Oh, wow. The tritacks are actually getting messed up pretty badly. So I should be able to drop this. Detected. Oh, I'm being tracked by the mercenaries. They actually have mercenaries patrolling their space station? Resupplies. Refuel, a little bit more machinery. I'll take it. So that was a debris field. And I salvaged a ship. I think I'm right in this guy's, yes. Spy sat deployed. And transponder off, running dark. Drop the 20 organics. That could not have worked out any better. This system is in turmoil. Oh, that was awesome. What is the rakish woman at the end of the bar up to? You want to know the business, that right? Job so easy that any rat-addled spacer could manage it. I am that. Deliver the items to the specified location. Zenobia. 79,000? Yep. Okay, so back up to 208,000. I think my other stop here has got to be Marinath. Do I actually have any more stops to make? New. Nope. Dead drop. Oh, the personal bounty and the dead drop. Okay, I just deployed the spy satellite, got back up over 200,000. Awesome. The fact that everybody in the system wants to kill me is not great. All of these things. I'm gonna hit one sensor ping. See what we can find here. Hegemony Mercantile Convoy. That's gonna be under attack by the Tritachyon here in a sec. I think I have some ships here as well. Nope, sure don't. I don't have anything here. This is free storage. So if you didn't know about this, in the Myasura system, right beside the system or the planet Mayrath here, I'm not actually sure if it's the planet Mayrath specifically. Yeah, it is. There's an abandoned Astropolis which you can use as ship and cargo storage for free. Are those bad people? Apparently I did not detect them. They're not even headed for an exit. What is that? Weird. Oh, you know what it is? It's because I hacked into the sensor array, which gives me the sensor array readings, and then added a bunch of false sensor ghosts. That'll get you every time. It's been so good to see you again. I don't know that I've ever seen this guy. So good to see you again, Hanover Ulysses. You spend a couple minutes sharing drinks, conversing, blah blah blah. Historian. $20,000 donation. Oh, what is a Tempest class frigate? Let's give him 20 grand, see what he comes up with. I may be old, but there's older by far. If the records are to be believed, then I do. The Hegemony keeps very good records. Then the pirate warlord Kanta was born well before the collapse, or shall we call her ex-domain Navy Colonel Jorian Kanta? Oh yes, she had a name like anyone else once. One wonders if it's very expensive biomods or periodic cryosleep that keeps her going. I'd love to find out. Okay, all right. Commodity traders can't help you. Flashily dressed man for the drink. I know the location of a shade blueprint, so I could, and so could you, for the price of 100,000. Nope. We need to go trade goods, top up on fuel, and supplies. 15 should be fine. Leave some room for... Actually, I'll take 3 more. That leaves room for 20. Insulated engine assembly. And resistant flux conduits. I'm buying up all the mod specs. I'm not sure if I'm going to know what I need in advance. I'm going to try and base it on the situation, but with a single ship, it's going to get difficult. I actually might check which fleet ships are available to purchase here. Tempest. Okay, this thing looks cool. An asymmetric advanced design from the late expansion epoch. The Tempest class is the quintessential attack frigate. Fast, deadly, and difficult to destroy. And it has an ability called Termination Sequence. Supercharges one of the Terminator drones and sends it after a target. It deals 1,200 energy damage and 600 EMP damage on impact, and charging it generates 600 flux. Oof. Small missile, 2 medium energy, 1 fighter bay? There's a fighter bay on a frigate? And a Vanguard heavy frigate? Now we're cooking with gas, but it's a pirate. No modern shields. Damper field. 100% of its flux buildup to weapon systems, leaving defense to its heavy armor, enhanced by the obscure physics of resonant field dampening. I really want to try both of these frigates. I have enough money, so I'm going to buy them both. It'll set me back a bit, but I'm going to store them. Since the Astropolis is right next door. What are their names? The Niam and the Usumarus. I'll take it. I'm actually pretty excited to try out both of those. I'm going to run them in simulations maybe before I take them into a fight. So I've got everything I need here. Where's my next mission? We have... This guy's in Asconia, and what do we have up here? Dead Drop. Deliver rad-shielded Salvor's tripad. And then there's a bounty. I'm going to drop off the tripad and then make my way back to Asconia, where the Cindrian Dictat is. I didn't realize I had to make another delivery to a pirate station. They'll kill me just as fast as anybody else will. Maybe until I get on better terms with them. Who knows, really? Missed it. I get lost staring at this hyperspace. The developer did a really good job. Music's just so chill, too. It's good to scan periodically, especially near the corona of some of these stars. You'll find a lot of structures, weapons caches. You'll find the craziest stuff in the orbit of suns and neutron stars and black holes, especially black holes. I guess the one benefit of the solo play is that 15 supply goes a long... Oh boy. Com request. Okay. Let's see this. Greetings, Starfarer. Operation Manager Blair Martinez grimaces regretfully. Bad news. You possess something my superiors desire, and now you must surrender it to me. You realize she's talking about the dead drop coordinates given to you by Dolga Olympus. Now, is this going to be easy or hard? Think now, she says charitably, but don't take too long, please. That's a fair-sized fleet, but I'd really like to see what this frigate can do, and I did just buy 2 new ones. So, boop. I'm going to attempt to disengage. Pursues your forces. When the additional XP due to battle difficulty is plus 481%, it's time to be concerned. So this nav buoy, I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we'll try. I don't think I'm going fast enough here. No, absolutely not. Get away from me. Got enemy contacts from the top. You can have the nav buoy. What do you think you're doing, friend? Wow, super smart. He didn't fire a single shot. Done for. I could not. He could fly backwards just as quickly as I could fly forwards. Sweet, 2 new ships. I also don't know if that cancels out the mission. I don't think it does. In which case, I'm going to go back to... Where is my Asura? On. Mayrath, Ragnar, blah blah blah, Sindian Dictat. Am I going crazy? Gotta be here. See, storms can be good, can be bad. In this case, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Get back to one of my new frigates so I can try it out. I think what I'm going to do here is arm up my frigate and give it a run through a few simulations. Leave this, leave this. So, I don't know if we try the Tempest. I think we try the Tempest. And send the shuttle back. Hanover Ulysses. And Back to goods. Put enough fuel and crew on this to get it. Oh, wow. That is more crew than it needs. We're leaving a couple guys here. Enjoy the abandoned Astropolis, fellas. I guess we're going to have to try and equip here on Mayrath. Fighter Bay. Terminator drone. Fighters in Wing 2, base replacement time. This is crazy. I didn't even know this thing existed. Medium energy turret. What do we have here? Ion pulsar. Let's do it. That is gigantic. And why not? Why not 2? Swarmer SRM launcher. Perfect. Everything here seems great. Is this unguided? Guided missile launcher. Guided. Perfect. It says meant to intercept and destroy enemy fighters, so I hope that they're going to be useful against other vessels, one-on-one. Now what do we do here? We have barely any room for crew. Insulated engine assembly actually sounds awesome. So let's get rid of some capacitance. Decreases the amount of damage taken from EMP weapons. Also increases the ship's flux dissipation rate while venting by 25%. Reinforced bulkheads. I really think I should get reinforced bulkheads. The efficiency overhaul is also very kind of appealing. Just lost another run. Ouch. You're a glutton for punishment, Dextrose. So I think I don't know. I think I've got to go with either heavy armor here. It's 8 points, so that's going to be rough. Or, I don't know, reinforced bulkheads for the hull. Let's try that. Expanded magazines, that could be useful. Makeshift shield generator, there it is. Installs a makeshift, wait, I don't know if this is it or not, I'm just saying there's something to do with shields. Installs a makeshift, inefficient, okay, maybe not. Shield generator on the ship. The shield emitter is locked in a forward-facing position and has a 90-degree arc. The shield generator draws much of its power from engines and reduces the ship's top speed by 20%. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to learn it. And we can get away with 15 crew. Maybe I'll leave 2 on there, you know, to be the pilots of the fighter drones, if that's even a thing. You know what? I read the word AI on there, so it's probably not a thing. Can I stick that on my ship somewhere? No. One more stop here. Dockside bar. Nothing. Also, okay, so we have an SRM launcher and 2 ion pulsars. I don't know how this is going to go, so let's run some sims here. Let's start small. What do we have? The tongue on a bagel. I can't even pronounce that word. I'm not going to try. Tongue on a be a goose. Okay. Oh, he's already got the drones out. I also have something called this termination sequence. Is that, oh my gosh, does that mean the drones slam into him? Oh, the pulsars were a good move. Maybe we try out this termination sequence here. Go get him. Oh, are you kidding me? He takes him out? We're done for. Is he running away? Why do they always run away? I got taken in. I should have kept the drones out. Run sim. Let's see what it's like if I keep the drones out. Deadly accurate. I have no idea what I'm doing. There it is. Those drones are insane. Okay, that's against one. Now we have to try it against two. Let's go with him. What's this? Standard combat freighter. Alright, this I'm probably going to get just absolutely devastated, but I want to find out. I really want to push the limits. I want to try a couple loadouts as well. I'm still not... I can use some terrain here to my... Terrain? Some asteroids to my advantage. Looks like it. If I can... Maybe if I can isolate him. Nice. Yeah, let's give this guy an opening of missiles. Oh, that hurts. Oh wow, he's got all around shield. That's cool. So this is also going to get a lot better once I get some combat skills. It's just extremely difficult. Oh no! My shield! What am I doing? Destroy. Destroy him. Boom! Probably the worst idea I've had today. Destroy. Oh no. I was hoping I could make the missiles hit his own ship. That'd be amazing. I'm done for here. Done for. Oh, still alive. Okay, as I turned my shield off. Spoke too soon. Okay, so the freighter's giving us trouble. I wonder, now these weapons, they seem awesome. But ton of flux per second. What if I go here, try the refit? Do they have anything? I'm using ion pulsars. I don't know. I think these are kind of best for what I'm trying right now. We can go check a different station. Let's go see what the pirates have. I mean, they usually have shit, but... Get away from me. Oh, no supplies! I'm out of supplies. Ship's gonna fall apart. Crew's gonna abandon me. Who are these guys? Just let me in. Just let me in. Trade goods. Oh, wow. Even the pirates making me pay tariffs. Any mod specs? Nope. Okay, let's check the refit map here. The pirates, like I said, the pirates usually don't have ion cannon. A medium range energy cannon that delivers an electromagnetic pulse and can quickly disable enemy systems and engines may arc to modules near the point of impact. Okay, how does this compare here? Half the points. Same range. Damage per second's 50. Damage per second here is 900. Okay. Maybe we go with just one pulsar, though, right? And we swap one out for a point defense laser. Or an ion cannon. Let's try an ion cannon. And I think... Why is my top speed red? What's happened here? Is he too heavy? Are you too heavy, fella? No, doesn't affect anything. Okay. So we're not going pulsar. We are going cannon. Same range. Both ion. We're good there. And we can get another hull feature here, another hull mod. So this increases flux capacity, which I think would be good. Armored weapon mounts. Converted fighter bay. Housing built-in wings into improvised cargo holds. That's actually pretty sweet, except that I don't want to do that. Efficiency overhaul doesn't have that right now. Expanded deck crew reduces the rate at which fighter replacement rate decreases due to fighter losses by 10% and increases the rate at which it recovers by 20. Increases the crew by 20 per fighter bay. Brutal. Ammo capacity. I may switch to ballistic weapons at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I think I take advantage of maybe auxiliary. I don't think I need auxiliary fuel tanks. I think I take advantage of. Let's try a flux coil adjunct over the flux distributor for the moment, and let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna try and take on a mule. I almost had the mule, so I'm pretty confident I can take it on alone. But I wonder if I can take on a destroyer. Let's try this Telemon, the Sunder Assault Destroyer. What are we looking at here? Missiles, energy, ballistic. Try it out. Negative. What have I done? All of them. Run simulation. So what I'm trying to do right now is practice, because combat, where I'm in control, is one of my shortcomings. I like to play this game kind of from a more with a more stand back approach generally. Let my fleets kind of do their thing. Oh, wow. Destroyers just shred. Okay. That answers that question. No way a frigate is going to hold against a destroyer. What can I use here, I wonder? I don't think the PD laser was the answer. Definitely need more shields. Not as efficient as flux capacitors. I don't know, 4 points for 600 versus 4 points is 800, I guess. So it's a hair. $37, $39, $41. Yeah, okay. Maybe I keep full capacitance. No, I still think it's better if I go and do it this way for some reason. What's the max here? If I tap this out, it's 4,500. But if I drop it down, put in a flux coil adjunct, and then max it out, 4,800. $47 versus 45. That's what I'm going to do for now. And the ion cannon, ion pulsar, I didn't notice necessarily that much of a damage output difference, but and the swarmer, I like the swarmer for its range and the fact that it has 80 ammo. 80 ammo. It's hard to find missile weapons or torpedo weapons with a lot of ammo. You need around 150 Marines. Nope. Can't do any of the Marine missions, which sucks. Potential contact. Spence and the... Spence 5... Oh, I thought it was Spence and the 5 Aces. An acapella group. Mercenary and unidentified fleet. I could also try solo salvaging. I just think that'd be mind-numbingly boring. So where do I need to go here? I'm gonna go. Let's go check out the pirates. They might attack me. High probability they're gonna kill me, but Lion's Guard Recon. Pretty sweet. Please don't attack me. Made it. Who's my contact here? Potential contact. Oh. Okay, so not awesome. But there's only one of me, so I should. Oh, also not great. Get away from me! Oh my gosh. No. I just need these pirates to leave me alone. Pirate 2? It's definitely a pirate. I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near this. So I've gone dark. Now I'm gonna try to avoid the pirates just so I can go talk to the pirates. Hopefully they get tied up with the... Yep, there we go. There's a lot going on right now. Buffalo class freighter. Okay, take a shuttle man with the paper book and see what he wants. The possible location of a blueprint Enforcer 14 class destroyer. I think 14 is the 14th Legion or something. Very cool ships. I would love to put an entire fleet together of the 14th Legion or whatever they're called. Something interesting but not of immediate import. Oh, Infernium. Yes, it's a bit of a ludic vernacular. Refers to antimatter starship fuel. Although what they mean, and here he stresses the word, it's rather more. In certain texts, the term encompasses all AM applications, or even all high-energy processes. The Get of Mammon and Belial, one inventive firebrand called it. I like that one. I've always enjoyed the dramatic rhetoric, the ludic folk preacher's practice. Infernium. Okay, so who's supposed to be my contact here? Spence 5 Aces. Oh, so he's not even at the pirate base. I risked all this for nothing. What can I put on my ship? Pulse laser. That might be worth it. I don't know. I think 2 ion pulsars is the answer, though. Do a lot of damage right away with that. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get out of here alive and get to Volturn. Transponder on so the Syndrians don't kill me. Hello, friend. Dockside bar, angry man in expensive suit. Find their way into your account. 70 Marines. Nope. Com directory. Where's this pirate? Spence 5 Aces is an agent and can be found on Volturn, a size 7 colony controlled by the Syndrian Diktat. If he is developed, he will periodically have work for you. As a relationship. Oh, okay. Develop contact. Spence 5 Aces. Do you have any work for me? Access to a supply of military grade ships and weapons. I could cut you in on the deal. Provide access to custom production of up to 630,000 credits worth of rare ships and weapons of great interest to a collector such as yourself. I'm cheap and there's the matter of finder's fees, blah, blah, blah. Delivery of product is guaranteed within 60 days. I can get you a good deal. Here, let's call it a mere 198% of base cost. What? I mean, now we're kind of cooking with gas. Which one of these frigates is awesome? Afflictor class phase frigate hull. Dangerous and swift. I didn't even know this was a thing. If I can get some awesome ships delivered right now, well, 60 days, whatever that is. A field of anomalously amplified entropy. Say that 5 times fast. This affects a devastating increase in destructive instability in delicate or finely tuned systems when the target vessel experiences chaotic high energy events. Example, combat damage. Everything that can possibly go wrong does. 1 small energy, 2 small hybrid, and 2 small universal. The Afflictor sounds pretty cool. The Shade, I'm not a huge fan of the Shade. I like having them in a fleet, but I don't know that it would do too well alone. Fury class light cruiser. Bet you we could do a lot of work with a light cruiser or a Manticore. I mean, I think it's starting to become clear we're going to have to advance from the frigate at some point. It just doesn't pack enough punch. And can't, it's not that it doesn't pack enough punch, because frigates pack a ton of punch, but they can't take a lot. I'm not going to worry too much about those ships, but they looked awesome. And knowing that he's there, and we'll potentially have missions like that for me again. Contact Spence. Okay, it just shows me my contacts. Awesome. Hegemony Commission, yada yada yada. I'm gonna check some of these planets, see what I can't get for missions. Let's go check Syndria. Now I just have to hope that Syndria and the Hegemony don't go to war anytime soon. Talk to the distinguished academician. Academician. Gotta be academician. Captain Hanover Ulysses, don't look so surprised. You've got a fascinating reputation, too. Shall we say movers and shakers in the sector over blah, blah, blah. The new what? The Galatia Academy. Race class. Come to Galatia Academy in the Galatia system, of course, but you don't need me to tell you that. Haha. Meet with Provost Baird. Face turns serious. She has a vision for the future captain, and in times as extraordinary as these, she might just realize it. Hear what she has to say. Keep an open mind. Her tone lightens again, and she glances at the officer she was previously carousing with. Now, if you would pardon me, I do believe that I owe a round for my new friends. I shall see you around the Galatia Academy soon, I'm sure. So the Galatia Academy opens up kind of a story series of missions in this game if you've never played it. Join the table of tattooed roughs and see if their contract is up. 36? Yeah, I'll take all 36. I don't know if I have enough room for 36 Marines, but usually, let's check, these guys are experienced. These Marines are an elite force, equipped, led, and motivated well above the standards of even professional militaries in this sector. Awesome. So you can do a lot with a few Marines if they're elite Marines. But I do not have room for them on this ship. I'm going to store them for 5,000 credits. I kind of wish that you could load fuel and people like cargo. Maybe the people would, I don't know, die off or something over time, but I really don't like that you can't load fuel as extra cargo. Although it might be kind of a metagamey thing. I guess you could just... I wonder what would be more efficient, right? Having cargo haulers or fuel tankers. That said, I also don't think the game's meant to be played with one single ship. Speaking of one single ship, I'm going to try this loadout once more in a simulation. I don't believe that we stand any chance against an assault destroyer or a heavy assault cruiser. I think we're going to be kind of limited here to frigates and combat freighters. So let's try ourselves against a Cerberus and a Hound. Okay, so far so good. Feeling pretty good about that one. Now, it just occurred to me I have no idea what the button is to vent flux. V. That makes a lot of sense. I also need to... How does strafing work here? Like, that doesn't change. Hold on, how's strafing gonna work for me? I don't necessarily feel like holding shift is making a huge difference. And wow. So how quickly does this guy vent? Right there. Can I cancel that vent? So if I'm getting shot, I have about 2 seconds worth of firepower there. Let's try to get something a little bigger, shall we? 2 combat freighters, doable. A shade would be annoying. Buffalo Mark II support destroyer or a mule standard combat freighter. I think we can deal with the mule. Well, let's try the Buffalo support destroyer. The Niam Tempest class. It actually, I've never done it, and I'm terrible at ship-to-ship combat. So there may be some real value. I just absolutely trashed this thing. That was insane. Yeah, it definitely helps you get used to controlling your ship, I would say. Crashing into him hurt me. So if you look at my hull here, I wonder if this will do damage. If I can hit it. Yeah, so that damage there, you see the damage indicators. I mean, in theory, you can just ram ships out of existence. I wonder if there's a way that you could build a ship solely for ramming. Oh, okay, and that's important too. I don't know if you noticed that, but the direction my turrets were facing. Also, in case you didn't know, asteroids, just like the game. Die, die. End simulation. I'm gonna run one more sim before I call this one. We're at an hour and a half here. I've got to get going, but I really hope that I see everybody back, especially. I'm really interested in the game Starsector. It's a super fun game, and I'm really interested in seeing how far I can take a single ship playthrough. I don't know if we're going to stay as a single frigate playthrough, but I'm very interested to see how far I can take a single ship. Let's take another crack at the Dwin here, the Assault Destroyer, because it just absolutely devastated me before. Or if I can just wear it down. Nothing. I'm gonna have to get close and he's gonna just destroy me. Okay, what if I can hit him with a flyby? Oh man, the output on this guy. There we go. There's my opening. So now would be the time to not be in front of him, right? When his weapons come back online. Can I ram this guy out of existence? Stop it. Did we both blow up? I'll take it. I'll take it. That's the best I've done. Oh, that was awesome. I bet I might have taken that if I just stayed away from him and let the drones do the work. Or, because it was the end of the fight, if I had used the ability termination sequence, which actually slings those two drones into him for huge... I'm going to run that one more time. Great practice. Hopefully it goes as well. What was that? That was an assault destroyer. Let's try, Cold Logic. What's the name of the ship? Cold Logic. I don't even know what we're in here. The Niam. Oh, we hit an asteroid. Oh, I didn't mean to get that close. I'm so sorry. I'm done. Okay, so it definitely depends on, 6 parts luck, 1 part skill. Anyways, that is going to be the conclusion of this stream, trying to figure out life in Starsector as a solo frigate. As I was saying, as I progress with this character and this playthrough, I intend to, we're probably going to be trying other ships, but always one ship. Whether that means trying to see how well I can trade with one ship, survey, explore, salvage with one ship. Maybe I'll find surveyable or salvageable planets and stations out with a combat vessel and then make my way back out there with, say, a large cargo ship outfitted with, you know, salvage equipment and survey equipment as mods. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments about the game, the stream, the method of play, any tips, tricks, and suggestions you've got for me, because as you can tell, I am pretty rough at combat in this game, and I need to get better quickly, especially if I'm only going to be fighting with one ship. Anyways, thanks again for hanging out. Take it easy.